All right, who else is completely obsessed with with the adjuster? And I'm not saying I'm obsessed because of what he did. I'm obsessed with the case because the lore of this will go down in history. Okay, I mean, the bullet casing saying deny, defend, oppose, the bag of Monopoly money, and now Luigi Mangione. Like, just the fucking name itself is like chef's kiss, right? And then you look into this guy, 26 years old, wealthy, came from a wealthy family, white dude, valedictorian of his class, prep school graduate, I think he went to an Ivy League school. Like, the world is his oyster as a rich white guy in America. Like, what could possibly have driven him to commit murder of like this, right? And not just commit murder, but like the lengths that he went to in planning it out. I mean, he could have disappeared forever and started a new life. Like, he could have. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Now, there is a rumor going around that I heard here on the Tiki Talks, and I don't know if it's true or not, so don't quote me. I'm just reporting what I have heard. But it could be complete bullshit. But it does make sense because Luigi Mangione was found at a McDonald's with literally everything they need to convict him. The gun he committed the crime with, the silencer, was a 3D printed gun apparently. The clothes he was wearing the day of the shooting, a manifesto, all of that on his person at McDonald's. Like, why the fuck would you be walking around with all that shit? Why would you have not ditched all that shit like days ago? The rumor is that he told the McDonald's worker to call the FBI and report that he was there and that he was the killer, so that McDonald's worker could collect the reward money. And then he sat and ate his food calmly at McDonald's waiting for the police to arrive. Because that makes more sense than anything. Because the fact that, like, the McDonald's worker calls it in and then they immediately get there and arrest him, like, they don't even, like, that just seems very sus to me. Like, I believe more that he actually told the McDonald's worker, because this guy is kind of like, I think sees himself. I don't know that we see him this way, but he sees himself as like a modern day Robin Hood kind of guy. You know what I mean? Robin Hoodie. People are calling him the adjuster. You know what I mean? Like, he's the lore of this guy is going to live in infamy forever, because just what he did was, pretty earth-shattering in a lot of ways, because I think it really highlighted the class differences, and the rich versus the poor, the people who, have had, the commonality that we all have in this country, left and right and everything in between, is we have all been fucked by insurance companies in some way. Somebody in your life has been fucked by an insurance company, whether it's yourself or somebody you care about, right? We've all had to deal with some bullshit. So it's actually been a unifying event, the death of this CEO, because it highlighted the fact that it's not a left and right issue. It's a top down versus down. It's a rich versus poor issue, right? And I mean, even people on the right have been calling out people like Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, and these guys who have been railing on their platforms about how terrible and how this is the left and blah, blah, blah. And quite frankly, if you look at Luigi Mangione's digital footprint, he's not a left winger. Like, anti-wokeism. Like, he's posted stuff about that. Like, he's probably more of a Trump supporter than anything because of just his online presence and things he said online. But, you know, a surfing accident that caused him to have major spine surgery a couple of years ago could be a life-changing event for someone who, you know, had the world as his oyster and then has this horrible accident that has now changed his life. And at 26, you go off your parents' health insurance. So I'm sure there was some fuckery going on with his health care that triggered him because in this accident, you know, and it could be that maybe he got hooked on, you know, on Oxycontin or something like that, and it fucked his brain up. I don't know. But the fact that this guy so meticulously planned this and then just gets arrested at a fucking McDonald's, like, that just does not. I do believe that rumor that he told the McDonald's worker to call the FBI. That makes the most sense considering he had all the evidence on his person. Who carries that shit around for a week and doesn't ditch it? Like, he could have easily got rid of all the evidence and just disappeared. And he chose not to do that. So, and this man is not stupid. Like, he's valedictorian of his class. He planned this meticulously. This story has me in a fucking chokehold. I'm obsessed. I'm a murderino true crime girl, so this is right up my alley anyways, but my God, I can't get enough of it.